thoroughly been enjoying the ending of summertime in our house, but there are some projects that I do need to get done more on the deep cleaning side, and that is exactly what I'm going to do today. Now, if you hear anything weird coming from this side over here, Voodoo's chasing a lizard at my back sliding glass door, so that's what you hear. However, I have a list right up here. This is one of my projects, and it is what triggered the whole thing because I couldn't remember the last time I actually dusted it, and I mean, I can pull dust out of each one of these pretty little crevices. You just saw it fall there. That's what triggered this, was stuff that I haven't really tackled in a while. And the first thing though that's bothering me, I'm gonna show you, and it's in my kitchen. The deceiving thing about a cleaning channel is this does not look that bad. It looks like I've got a little bit of clutter over here, but all of that looks relatively clean. It looks like I need to clean my stainless steel over here, and that I've got a few dishes peeking out. Yes, all of that visible is there. But when I actually come in a lot closer, you could see the stuff from the kids working on some breakfast and lunch, and my husband cooking breakfast this morning. All of the things like this. That's not even what I'm more worried about. I am going to fix all of that. But this is my air fryer. I love this thing. Yes, it is the combi cooker air fryer, but we use it so much. It needs to be cleaned really, really well on the inside. So that's one of the other projects, but still not the one I was talking about in my kitchen. When we back up again, even my floors look clean because they were recently mopped. But I don't know why down here in front of my stove always gets this dark discoloration between the floor and up underneath. But it does not come off. Like with the mop and stuff, or if I just take a paper towel or something down here to clean it off, it doesn't come off. I have to legit scrub that. So that brings me to my first question. I really want to know, does this happen on the floor if you have tile in your kitchen? Does this happen in front of your stove too? Because we do mop once a week and we still get this situation. So I'm just curious. I'm gonna help Declan grab something to eat real quick because he just walked out and apparently Gwen did her makeup. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm gonna check on that situation, grab my cleaning supplies, turn some music on and get started. Does anyone else have those tasks in their house where as soon as they're done, you immediately feel better? You knew you needed to knock this off a long time ago, and you know how good that it feels once it's actually done, but it still took you forever to get it done, because that's what this is for me. I know that it's there. I know how bad it is, and I know how wonderful it is to get it done, and I just don't. Oh, and this cabinet is my trash can door. My kids just touch it with everything and it gets sticky and gross. So I didn't need to clean all of my cabinets, but this one needs the love very regularly. And this right here is the new Lunchable thing. Did you see the dippers for the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? They're like $3 a piece, and it's an Uncrustable that's in 2 pieces with a spot to dip some jelly. That's literally all it is. I could not believe that with the price tag and everything. And my kids are like, oh yeah, this was kind of fun. I was like, that's okay. I'll make them myself. We're not buying those, but I'm going to digress from that. This is another thing that I needed to do, and I haven't done it because I knew once I took a magic eraser to this table, I would start taking the finish off of it. This is our dining room table that my husband's been doing a lot of work on, and he wasn't happy with the color. He wasn't happy with the way that it was coming out. So he's building an entire new top for this table. So it's unfinished wood polish or wood color stain, something like that. Well, that gray color is now coming off with the magic eraser so I can get the marker that my kids are drawing on the table with. But the new table will be finished. It'll be fine. But for right now, if I want to scrub this table, every time I do, color comes off of it. For cleaning the combi cooker, I love Brillo pads. I really do. I should have had a glove on from start to finish because it will hurt your hand. It is still wool. So you see me put gloves on in a little while, but the magic these things work on the inside of these cookers. I've always cleaned my air fryers, no matter which one, with a Brillo pad, and they come clean beautifully. This one has some spots in the back, but my husband, when he's making French fries, tater tots, anything like that, he'll take my little spray bottle mister and he'll start spraying it in there. And spraying oil in there is what does that whole splatter thing that you'll see on the back wall. It makes it almost impossible to come out. And if I really wanted to put a little more elbow grease, I could probably have gotten this a little cleaner than what you see at the end. but I was already fried from just scrubbing what I did. So this will end up being a 2-part project on me cleaning that air fryer to be able to actually get everything all the way out of it. The door came clean beautifully. Some of the interior did as well. Now, the stuff closer towards the top and that back wall were really, really difficult, and I'm really struggling to get that off. But this is so, so much better. And then this is what the water looks like from just the Brillo pad part. The rag I probably rinsed out, I'm not even sure how many times. It looks very gross and dingy, but a million times better. And however, before I put this back, I want to get whatever chemicals I used in there off. So I will actually run this almost like a little preheat for about 5 minutes. Yeah. And just get all of that chemicalness burned out of there. I know that thing is loud and I apologize for that, but it's only been going for a little over a minute and I can smell every bit of that chemical. This is why I do that. I don't want to go ahead and put food in there on the next round, forget that I had cleaned it, and then have all of that like seeping into our food. So I'm just going ahead now before I forget. I love my fireplace, but with all the nooks and crannies and the dogs and the cats in this house, it just gets so dusty and hairy all the time. So that is my next project, is that fireplace. Cleaning off this mantle is actually adding to my excitement for fall. It's been about 2.5 days now since it's been clean, and just walking past my door, that door behind me is my bedroom door. So when I walk through that, the first thing I see is the mantle, and I already know what my fall centerpiece looks like that goes on it. And I don't know why. Once we hit July 5th this year, I was definitely one of those people that was done, ready for summer to be gone and just move forward and start looking at Halloween stuff and fall stuff. And the amount of recipes and things that I've already been pinning and saving is ridiculous for fall. Is anybody else like that already? This is a little Scrub Daddy like wet duster cloth thing. It's solid, and then when you wet it, it's good to go. It's like one of them reusable paper towels almost. It's fantastic. It took me forever to actually bite the bullet and buy one, even though I found it at Marshall's for either $3, $4, something like that. I love this stupid thing, and I dust all over my house with it. It's able to get into all those little tiny nooks and crannies in that decorative piece on the fireplace. It's just fantastic, and it doesn't really stain that bad if I get a hold of something. Like I did get a little bit of my daughter's paint on it, and it stained it a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Now the bottom of my fireplace is a whole different beast. I've got a bunch of animals in my house. Their pet hair gets stuck down there. There's a tiny, tiny little gap, and it just sits in there, and it always looks bad. So this part I do have to keep up with. Otherwise, it's a giant eyesore all the way across my living room. So that is one of those things where I have to make sure I keep up with the bottom part specifically of that fireplace. And Mako walks in front of the camera because he has to come say hello. You guys know how Mako is by now. He is crazy. And if you don't, that is our dog. He is 3 years old. He's a pit bull. He's crazy. These are all of his toys, and our other dog, Hunter. He's a mutt. I couldn't even tell you what he is off the top of my head. We've had his blood tested, and it came back as it was too much. So he is a mutt. But these are their toys and the cat toys because my kids recently have been playing fun little games of shop, and they've been selling things. Well, then they add all the toys back to one bucket instead of here's a dog bucket and a cat bucket. So that's what I'm doing, is redividing the toys up. So when Valir goes looking for a certain toy, she's our oldest cat, she can find it. Or when Mako goes looking for his toy, he can find it. And if you are new and you are enjoying so far, I really hope you consider subscribing. I'm Rachel. I'm a mom of 5 out of Florida. I put all kinds of tips, tricks, hacks, recipes, cleaning motivation, general mom life. My channel is meant to be very realistic and relatable. I don't have $1 million mansion. I don't live on the beach. I don't have a housekeeper, a maid, a nanny. I have none of that. What you see here is what you get, and I really hope you consider sticking around for that. Just like right here, I'm doing the floors. I never do the floors in the middle of the day unless I have to, but I needed to clean up all the dog hair, dust, everything that came out of those toys. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing that right now. As well as cleaning up my couch, that needed to get done, but I usually wait until later in the day to do this because my kids are going to destroy this in 5 minutes. Leaving Sweet Boy sleeping there, but the living room is picked up and better. I left out their 2 favorite toys instead of putting that away. I have stuff sitting up here that's usually on the fireplace that I don't like sits on the fireplace. So I have that there while I'm working on figuring out where it's going to go. But otherwise, the living room is completely fixed. This looks a million times better. That finished a while ago, and then I've had it airing out just for the last little bit of smell and then the heat, so I'll be able to put that away. But I don't want to put that away yet because my next area is in here. Up there is a little bit of an unorganized mess. That's not the actual problem. School goes back in session very soon, and these 2 cabinets are my issue. When we put these 2 cabinets in, the plan was this one right here would be close enough, and it's all of the kids' snacks, anything like that. This one back here would be an overflow if we had extra peanut butters, that big old thing, a pancake mix that has nowhere to go. That lives down there. Any extra food stuff or snacks that specifically we want the kids to ask for. Well, then that became my bedroom closet because the kids still had no rain and they refused to ask. So now this as just the overflow. This was supposed to be their snack cabinet, but they don't actually use it because 9 out of 10, either the snacks are in the fridge or I have them hiding. So this just needs a really good clean out before the new school year starts. This way y'all can see what I'm talking about. It has a shelf up there in the back, and then this whole thing has just stuff thrown in there. They'll come and they'll grab the Cheez-Its, eat them, throw it back in there. I need some serious organization going on in there. I'm not sure if the camera was on for any of that because there's no red light on this side of the camera. It's all on the back side. But either way, I've cleared out everything that was expired, left open, stale, gross. And then I have just the kids' stuff in here that they freely snack on. I do have to go and do all the back to school snacks, which is why I left this as open as I did, because this, it might say fruit snacks. It actually will have cereal bars for Aiden in the morning and Brianna on the way to high school. This will have more of the crackers. That up there is actually another clear organizer that's fully divided. So I'll have different things that the kids can grab for their lunchbox in here. This cabinet is a lot harder for y'all to be able to see in, but this is where I keep stuff like this so my kids don't drink 3 of them in a day. My husband's protein pancake mix, big old things of vinegar. This is just my run over cabinet. And I'm not actually taking anything out of here. I'm just more or less organizing it. But I'm going to have to block your entire view to get in here. So that's why you guys can't see that. If this doesn't tell you how long it's been since I've organized my cabinet down here, these are pumpkin spice Oreos from last fall. There's like one little line left in here. But these got pushed behind a whole bunch of bigger bottles. But yeah. Pumpkin spice Oreos from last fall. Just got back from picking up Brianna from dance. She's already making brownies over here. I'll show you in 1 second. And now I'm going to jump back into the deep cleaning. We had a brownie mix and she said she wanted extra special. So she threw in like miniature chocolate chips and she's doing frosting and crumbles and all kinds of stuff. So brownies are happening. My kids have always loved baking. I share that with you guys all the time. This has been a definite, at least once a week summer thing The girls are in the kitchen baking something. My next deep cleaning project, as you can tell, we are back in my master closet. I was keeping up with it when we got out of school and then the first few weeks of summer, but since I've been doing back to school shopping, it's a mess. It's a horrible mess, and I will show you because I've got uniform pieces, backpacks, a few snacks that have already started, the headphones, the water bottles, all that stuff gets in here almost like Christmas. Look at my mess. Like, this is Gwen's backpack. That's Brianna's water bottle and some more school supplies for her. Those are all uniform bottoms. Those are all uniform tops from the uniform swap at their school. That's their headphones in the boxes. A few of their snacks are ready over here. Teacher gifts, all kinds of stuff. So I need to get all of this more organized so I can get to those snack bins back there and see what we actually need. I try very hard to keep my master closet as clean and organized as I can, but this is where we put everything. You see now all the back to school stuff. Well, once a few months kicks into school, all the Halloween costumes will be in here. And then it goes into all of the Christmas stuff that can't be hidden elsewhere because it will get ruined. We can't store stuff in our garage unless it's 100% safe in the heat. We live in Florida. Today is 116 on our heat index. And so I have to be very careful with what I place out in the garage. So anything else in our home has to be stored somewhere, and it comes basically to the master closet. So I have to be very meticulous with this thing because all year long there is something being hidden or stored in here. Plus, this is where I have to keep a lot of the kids' snacks because, like I said, they will eat them entirely in like 2 days if I don't put them in here away from their reach, and where I have full-blown eyes on them at all times. I hate that I have to do that, but I really do have to do that. It doesn't look like I did anything, but it was actually really important what I did because these are all the school clothes on the bottom, all of these supplies and stuff on top. Gwen's backpack over here. Bree's backpack is arriving tomorrow. Declan still has yet to pick one. But some of the snacks are here. All the snacks back there are organized, and I know exactly what it is. None of it's expired. Every bit of it's good to go for the new school year. More uniforms are in here. I know where everything is. And then this bag, I needed to know where it was because it's the tablecloth for first day. It's the little pencil plates for the first day. And then the 2 little things that my kids are going to take at Meet the Teacher. So I needed this bag separate because we do Meet the Teacher in a week and 2 days. So that bag will be completely separate. I want it. And Gwen wants a hug. And then up here, that Bath & Body Works bag, the only reason it's still in here is because this is the Halloween stuff that my son's girlfriend got me. The cute little, look, let me see. He lights up. Oh, there he goes. Cute little ghost that lights up. And then all of the Halloween pumpkin carving stuff. I don't want to be using that just yet. So to keep it nice and safe and so I know exactly where it is, it's staying just like that. This closet will get a bigger cleanup once all of this comes out of here. It'll be ready to go that way in the mornings. Okay, snack, this, that, whatever we need to grab in the mornings for school. But that'll be the weekend that all of this comes out. While I'm in the master cleaning though, there is one thing. I don't know if I ever showed you guys. This was from our vacation to Margaritaville. We always get Christmas ornaments wherever we go on vacation at because our tree has a sentimental tree. So Margaritaville, Orlando Resort, and my husband loves wind chimes. I'm not a huge fan of wind chimes, but I just thought this was so cute and perfect. I do love sea glass. So yeah, that's for our Christmas tree. But I've been keeping that wrapped up nice and safe in the bag that I got it from in my closet. So that way nothing happens to this. And then once the Christmas tree comes out, we'll put it on and then it will go in with the rest of the ornaments. But they're buried so deep in the garage that the only way to keep this safe is for me to keep an eye on it. The girls' brownies are out of the oven, but we can't do them yet because they're still too hot. And I'm starting on dinner. It's a real fast and easy one. I'll show you guys in a few minutes once it gets a little further and I can explain. Brianna will be helping me with dinner because I have to keep going back and forth and checking on Connor. It is a, how do they word that today? Extreme heat warning. Anywhere between 111 and 115 degrees today, and he just got home from work and he is very, very rough. He is not doing well. This is now the 3rd time in 2 weeks he's come home this rough. So I'm watching him and handling, make sure it's not like heat exhaustion or anything like that, and you know, all that. So Brianna's got dinner. It's just a fun way to do chicken Alfredo. You do the noodles, the sauce. Yes, my counter is full of stuff I still gotta clean. And then cook some chicken patties, dice them up, mix it all together. Real fast, easy dinner. All the after dinner stuff, my husband and I usually tackle this together, but on this night he was very much incapacitated. He has gotten very close to heat exhaustion several times this summer. It's been brutal around here in Florida, but we already know how to handle it, the protocol. My husband's done outside blue collar work the entire time I've known him, so we know exactly what to do. He knows the signs and symptoms. He gets if he gets any little weird feeling, he will immediately stop everything that he's doing and go right into heat protocol just to make sure that he is safe. But that is one of the things that we know with the line of work that he's in and living where we live, we're on top of it. Sadly, it's one of those things. Just like today, I've already called him 3 times. It is before 11 a.m. in the morning, just to make sure that he is doing okay and taking care of himself out there in the heat. Because again, we are under extreme heat advisory. We are told somewhere between 114 to 117 degree heat index where we are and where he'll be working. So he was fine. He recovered very quickly, so there was no issues. Florida heat is something truly different because we have the humidity to factor in there. So it's not like the desert where it's that dry heat. It is a very wet, damp heat. So it is something truly different if you've never experienced a Florida summer before. This little diffuser fake candle light thing, I absolutely love it. I got it off the TikTok shop. You just put the lid on and shut it off, or you can actually blow the candle out. It is great. And then the girls' brownies, you needed like a 2x2 inch square to eat these things. They were so sweet, but they were so cute and the girls were proud of themselves.
Those are special brownies, 5 hours in.
The house is clean. Connor is still resting. I'm gonna put those dishes away in just a minute because the kids are gonna have brownies for dessert. So we're gonna be out here anyways, and then I'll wipe down all the countertops when dessert is over. But otherwise, I think I'm done doing all my cleaning, and I'm just gonna hang out with the kids and keep an eye on my husband. There was a weird shadow on my face. I don't know where that came from, but thank you guys so much. I always appreciate you being here more than you know. If you're new and you haven't already, I really hope you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, all that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.